Online right now is Rachel Sutherland from Fox News Radio. Good morning, Rachel. What's the latest? Trump is all alone, and Hillary still continues to battle with Bernie Sanders. Boy, what a turn of events this week, huh? Andrew, do I have her or not, or is it just me?
Hello?
Hi,
Hey,
good morning.
Rachel.
How are you?
Oh, good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Good. I guess, how did I intro there? I said Donald Trump all alone at the top. Who'd have thunk it?
Oh, yeah, right. I know. He's knocked out 16 other competitors when we saw this crowded race developing, and then one by one they all went down. And then finally, late yesterday, Ohio Governor John Kasich said that he was finally pulling the plug and considering his future carefully with prayer. And now we're hearing speculation that Donald Trump may be eyeing John Kasich as a possible running mate. Now, Kasich himself has not said he has any interest in this, but it would be an interesting pick.
It would be. Kasich, of course, is saying he has no interest, but they all say that, don't they?
Well, they do. It's almost like fishing for compliments.
Yeah,
When they say I'm not interested, and then they beg to consider. But I think he'd be a good pick, and possibly for Donald Trump, because Trump has been so polarizing, and Kasich is a bit more viewed as a more moderate Republican and more establishment.
Probably no chance that he'll go with Carly Fiorina.
That would be. I thought about that myself.
Yeah.
That he would snag her, but that'd be strange.
It would
be strange.
Yeah. I kind of think though that's going to be for both Hillary and Trump. That the choice for VP is going to be incredibly important. Like I'm not sure we've seen it so important ever, at least in modern times.
I think that Hillary Clinton should pick John Kasich as her running mate.
Oh, that would be an interesting pick.
That might be a winning ticket. I don't know, but I thought that Hillary should pick Bernie Sanders if they could just mend fences.
Yeah.
But back to Trump, I with a John Kasich, even though their policy views are so different, I still think it could be a good thing. And obviously, like a Ted Cruz is completely out of the question. Although nothing's out of the question in this campaign.
No, it's out of the question.
Okay.
There's no way.
Although, how many times really have we said there's no way?
We said it was out of the question when Donald Trump rode down the escalator with Melania.
Yeah.
We said it was ridiculous.
Everything, though, I'm sorry, I can't help but say it. Everything is such a gaudy production. Everything. There's gold. There's Melania, and she's standing there to pose. And I mean, it's
Wait, have you been to a Governor Cuomo press conference?
Crazy.
Come on, I can't believe you're saying this.
I just asked a colleague yesterday, what would it be like if there's a Trump White House? What will the White House Christmas tree look like?
Oh,
what will
To
they do?
die for.
No, it'll be over the top.
It'll be expensive.
Andrew.
Lots of gold.
So we keep talking about other former Republican candidates. Any congressmen or senators that weren't in the hunt but maybe would be viable options? Would Paul Ryan consider being a running mate again?
Well, Paul Ryan has said no to any kind of idea of being a white knight.
He said no to the speaker too, and
right. I mean, yes, there are some names being bandied about. One of them, Senator Jeff Sessions of Alabama. He could be interesting. Former Ambassador John Bolton, I've heard kicked around. And here's one that's kind of funny, but maybe Kobe Bryant.
I love
well,
it.
Again, maybe it's going to be Bobby Knight. I mean, anybody.
Look,
Carl Palladino.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
All right, Rachel, we appreciate it. Thanks for the time. All right, it is crazy. What are the Canadians thinking? That's what I have to ask Greg Morton. What are the Canadians thinking of all of this? In Toronto, you had
entertaining.
We
already had our Donald Trump. He was called Rob Ford.
And
boy.
God rest his soul.
But I'll tell you something. Yes, I agree. But it was, it was pretty much the same thing.
It was.
Things had gone so far crazy left that people were going like, enough already.
Yeah.
And they go, let's get this guy and right the ship.
Yeah, and that didn't right the ship.
Well, but they loved him, right? But they loved Rob Ford.
They did
well,
love Rob Ford.
The word "they" though is a very important. If you
Let's
really
say the populace.
If you really looked into who loved Rob Ford, was the many of the people in the inner city, the poor people, the lower middle class loved him because he'd go right into those tough areas and buy his crack cocaine. And to me, he was a revenue source, I believe. Kind of.
It's sort of a grassroots movement where you kind of get in there,
Yeah. Well,
I
lift them
remember-
economically by
That's right.
purchasing their
Yeah, how can I keep you in business?
Buy local.
Yeah, buying local. That's what we're
local.
I remember
doing. Keep it Canadian.
somebody who was not a big fan of his, and I learned this the hard way. When I was booking the Christmas show 2 years ago, the guy who was the voice from all the Rudolph the Red-Nosed
He was
reindeer
Hermie.
party. So I had met,
It
it was
was
right,
Hermie. Yeah.
the elf, and whatever, I think it was right around the time that news had broke, and I found out he was from Toronto.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
just like in casual conversation, so Rob Ford's the mayor, and I thought I was going to lose the interview. He said, "Don't you ever talk to me about him again. I
Oh.
wanted to be mayor." He was he was
He
very
hated
adamant
him.
about the
Yeah.
hate he
Yeah.
had toward him.
You
Well,
got to remember at the time the former mayor that we had, there was a huge garbage strike, and everybody had to take their garbage and deposit it in public parks.
Really?
So all of the young kids for a whole summer couldn't play in the public parks because all
Wow.
the garbage was there. Oh, it was horrible.
Because no one would pick up the garbage.
That's right, because of the strike.
Wow.
Then finally, at the end of the summer, the mayor makes a deal with the workers, and then the garbage is removed. But by then, summer's over.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
had to cancel all of this stuff. It was horrible. So you can understand why finally people got so fed up and
Sure.
they went like, let's get this Ford guy in
Yeah,
there. I mean,
yeah.
I voted for him.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's on crack. That means he gets stuff done faster. That's right. That's a good mayor right there.
He's focused.
He is working. A busy beaver, that Rob Ford. And we almost here elected a Canadian in Ted Cruz, I think they say.
Well, yes.
That was a
Yes,
big
that's-
controversy here. Of course, Trump kept accusing him that he was Canadian and not an American.
Well, here's the thing. We look just like you. Like I slipped
It's
across the
amazing,
border
yeah.
so easily.
It's so difficult for us to profile you people.
Yes.
We just can't seem to.
All I do is I flatten my vowels.
It works perfectly. It works perfectly.
I drop the A's.
Comedian Greg Morton is in with us through the course of the morning. Here's Christine here on Cinco de Mayo with an update. Good morning, Christine Bellino.
Good morning. The mother of a 12-year-old boy shot and killed by police says the city of Cleveland has failed her after a Zika case was reported in Oneida County. Senator Charles Schumer is calling for about $2 billion in emergency funding to fight the losses, and a major newspaper publisher rejecting a buyout bid from the company that owns USA Today.
Have you noticed the Syracuse always tries to one-up us? They have.
We have the Zika virus, so they get Schumer?
No, we have one case in Oneida County. Onondaga County has 3 cases now. So, they've always got to try to top us. Cloudy, 62 tonight, 44 the low. Tomorrow, afternoon showers and a high of 64. More showers on Friday night. You want me to keep going? Cloudy on Saturday with a chance of showers, high up near 70. On Sunday, morning rain with a high of 55. But, oh, Lord, here's some sunshine. By Monday, 65 and sunny. And I'm sure by Sunday, that forecast will change too. We'll see. Currently, clouds and 45 at WIBX.